Dim the lights. Settle in. The adventure continues now.
Shipwrecked. 2 mornings ago, on these jungle-lined shores, the party has been busy collecting food and supplies, planning water rations, deciding where and how to build a shelter. The previous afternoon, the party moved inland to set camp in the shell of the abandoned village they discovered the day prior. In the night, the camp was attacked by twisted beasts. 3 creatures, half man, half goat. The countless others in the tree lines were similar, but they appeared to be half man, half deer. Though many in their ranks were skittish and fled at the first sign of the battle going against them, Ben correctly noted that despite their savagery, they were surprisingly adept in their mode of combat. Clearly, these creatures pose a grave threat to the lives of the party members. Most of the party is already awake and active. The day is overcast, threatening rain, still warm. Clouds move rapidly overhead, and while the wind chill is not a factor like it was on the beach, the wind is very apparent in the swaying of the palm trees high overhead. The air is heavy in the abandoned village where you camp, and there's a stillness and eerie silence.
I say, good morning, everybody.
We have the compass. I say we plan on just going due north through the woods till we hit the shoreline.
Basically, you want to walk half circles, starting at the beach, and then walking half a circle through the jungle, ending up at the beach again. I suggest that while Mia not meditate, that the other people start gathering as much stuff as possible to take with us.
I will do as instructed and proceed to collect things for about an hour in the woods.
You can't see trails from the creatures that attacked the night before. Hoof and handprints.
I'm waking up from a minor head injury. I'm going to help to assist gather resources.
The canvas and everything from the ship. We take as much as we can carry of that along with us, and rope and stuff. Our general thinking at the moment is, first of all, it would be nice to find a freshwater river, because that applies fish, fresh water, hunting opportunities. If we get a little bit more mountainous terrain, we might find something like a cave or something that can provide a tad bit more shelter and security.
Depending on how high the mountain is, we might have freshwater sources there.
I will carry the barrel. I volunteer.
Let's go north, because it looks like there's a river mounting into the ocean to the north, and it's always easiest to follow the river up to the mountain.
In some clearings, you can see the Great Stone Man that you went to visit the first day. So you can use that as your bearing and cut your way through the jungle.
Make a suggestion, please.
Sure.
You say you wish to follow the river.
Assuming there is.
Why not go to the mouth of the river by following the beach? Much less bushwhacking, and therefore faster in the long run.
Oh. We're hunting for possibly food, but we found this village out here. What else can we find?
You have to twist and turn through the underbrush, a lot of hacking, and it is slow going.
Okay.
It takes till the sun is high in the sky before you reach the beach.
We're going to start following the shoreline in. Do we find that there's a river going up here, or is it just an inlet?
There's a lagoon that goes in, but it does end. Looks like there was once a stream that fed into it, but no longer.
Let's head north again. Go up.
Yeah, let's still go north to northeast.
Back into the woods, hacking your way. Again, it's slow going. With people laden with Glass's shield, it is very difficult to twist and turn through. You get a ways into the jungle, into a clearing, and you start to see some smoke coming up to the northwest a bit. It's a small plume of smoke.
Possibly a village over there. Shall we brush by it, gentlemen, and see what we find?
Might be a village of deer people.
Approach with caution.
Bro.
Anyone have scouting abilities?
Not in this thick woods.
Yeah, do we want to approach it? Sneak up on it?
Might as well.
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? We slaughter an entire village of deer people.
They started it, so.
True.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's have a look.
We will set the barrel down.
I don't think a preemptive strike is very honorable.
I'm just saying we're sneaking a peek, and if it turn out to be deer people and they happen to see us and attack us, then what's the worst that could happen? We wipe out an entire village or we die.
Maybe that dude who's been chasing around looking like Ashter here wearing a wolf pelt, maybe this is his village and we can find some humans to talk with.
Yeah, maybe they're friendly. Come on, what's the chance that they want to kill us?
As you get close, do you want to send somebody up ahead?
I'm not known for being loud when I step.
Then be my guest and take the lead. I'll be a little bit behind him, so I don't give Emmanuel away.
Okay, both of you roll move silently. What do you want Freya to do?
Stay close to me. For now.
The two of you get up closer. You first see the smoke, and then you start to see some village structures, crude huts. You see some of those deer figures. They scatter as you move in closer because you are not quiet. They flee north beyond the village.
If they have run off, maybe there is things we can scavenge from this village.
Yeah, let's see if we can steal their stuff. It's the least we can do for that warm welcome we got last night.
I would like to make a spot check.
It is a little bit more open around the village. The wind is a little bit more active. You do see a lot of movement. Unfortunately, you don't see any forms moving around, perhaps because of all the excess movement.
Then I will go inform the others that the village is in retreat.
Yeah, we'll fall back to the others that the deer people saw us and ran off to the north. And the village appears to be empty. So gonna sack the place, burn it.
That would definitely make them completely hostile towards us.
Yeah, that might take things a little bit too far, but we might have a little bit of a snoop around. See what we can learn about them, at the very least.
I wouldn't be opposed to just taking a look around, but let's stay tight. Whoever's looking at stuff, we need to have others looking out because they're probably going to be following us for a hot minute, especially if they see us taking.
Yeah, you understand we're getting set up for a pincer attack, right?
Yeah, they'll be able to attack us from all sides if we walk in there.
Yes, then maybe we pass on this village.
Yeah, we could just keep pushing north past it. We know it's there now.
If it's crude huts, they probably don't have much valuable for us anyway. Plus, we would just be increasing our weight that we have to carry.
Yeah, they probably won't have anything to offer us. Let's flank around the village. I think we're heading northeast.
Still going northeast. We follow the beach.
Okay, you skirt around the village. You do hit beach eventually as the sun is getting low on the other side of the island. The northern coast is lined with statues, those great figures, men and women reaching up towards the heavens, faces contorted in agony.
With my detect magic, is it still the same really weak, barely noticeable level of magic?
Yep. Same thing on these over here.
How high is it becoming? How high is the sun?
It's getting low. It'll be behind the mountains on the further inland in probably an hour, 2 hours.
We'll keep moving until twilight, and then we'll quickly set up camp and call it a day.
All right. See what we got over here from the shoreline. Now that we've crested that side from the, we should be able to see some ocean and stuff. Oh, goddamn, there's more ground over there.
Anything nearby, like a cave or something for shelter, or is it going to be tents for tonight?
No caves in this area.
Okay, let's keep going.
You guys do get to another lagoon that reaches into the inland, and that is about when it starts to get really dark, especially when you get more into the trees.
All right. Time to set up camp. We know we have hostiles in the immediate area, so let's just move in, hunker down in the bush, and really won't be able to make a fire because that'll just dead give us away. If these people can smell really well, we're screwed either way, but let's go without fire for tonight. My suggestion.
You want to keep one person up in rotation?
2 people.
And of course, I'll sing my healthful rest song for everyone and the sailors.
The sailors look pretty tired, and their wounds have healed somewhat. Old Singe looks a little worse off.
And then I
Alright.
walk over to Old Singe and I cast the lesser vigor on him to bring him back up to speed, and then I mouth some encouraging words to Lucky that we'll take care of it first thing tomorrow morning. Gotta keep that morale up, guys. I guess we break out some trail rations.
Yep. We're just going to be enjoying some trail rations and frickin' pork. Everyone should be maxed out on water. Do our rotations through the night and start early in the morning.
Take turns with watches. Typically have Aster and Freya go first. You hear footsteps in the woods.
I wanna roll a spot check to see if it's the guy with the wolf belt again.
Nothing in the immediate area. Very little light travels through this dense forest.
I'll just hold off for now and keep my attention up, because my primary duty is keeping guard over everybody sleeping and not going to investigate every willy-nilly.
Freya starts growling at something in the woods.
I quickly start waking the closest person to me up, give them a quiet nudge with my spear, and then I rise up and look towards the direction that Freya's growling at.
Glad you get woken up.
Okay. Alright, so what's going on, bud?
Let's keep our voice down, but Freya just pointed alarm at somebody close to us. Keep ready, and then I guess I move up a little bit with Freya next to me, maybe a yard.
Okay, both of you make will saves.
Oh god.
In a moment of intense tension, the skies open up and thunder bursts forth. Both of you give out a small shout as you startle. You can feel your hair stand on end and your adrenaline pump. You start to hear the sound of rain beginning to fall on the forest. After a moment, you feel the rain as a storm begins to move in.
I advise Glass to get comfortable for half an hour more until I'll finish up my guard duty.
Okay, eventually each shift passes, as well as the night. Morning comes. The rain persisted throughout the night. The area is completely drenched. You're all drenched. It continues to rain in the morning. It is constant. Folks get to praying, preparing for the day, meditating, etc. Old Singe offers to get a fire going and get a nice stew cooking out of that pork. Rubs his stomach.
Lot is also supposed to give that last sailor a heal.
I'm going to throw a vigor on, and then I'm going to sit down and do my meditation for the morning.
Okay.
Guess I do some light foraging on the forest edge, see if I can find anything to supplement our baked bacon breakfast. Maybe find some eggs or something.
Roll a survival check. You find some coconut palms and some holes that belie homes of crabs.
Guys, I wanted eggs with bacon, but I found coconuts and crabs, so we'll have crab stew for lunch.
Thankful for something different for the day.
Let's start exploring the beach a little bit more until we can see the next part of the beach around the bend.
While we're walking through the woods, we can maybe find some stuff to eat. Once we hit about midday, we're going to cut northwest.
I have no skill in this department. I must defer to your expertise.
Chopping your way through, as you get up the lagoon, you find a dried stream bed, much overgrown. It provides a trail for a little ways, but then ends. The ground over here is pretty rough. A lot of change in elevation, upward and down. It is overall going upward. You get to the thick part of the woods, and the telltale quieting of the forest happens.
Everybody stop, quietly keep an eye on what's around us, and we will wait.
Roll spot checks.
Just wait.
Start looking around. I see a leaf straight in front of my face. Another leaf just behind it.
Emmanuel, you catch some movement in the trees up ahead. Tell the others to look up. And that's when, Glass, you look up to see some kind of ape creature swinging in the branches up above, moving from tree to tree. It places itself next to the trunk of one tree and then squares up, looking down at a lot of you. The rest of you see swaying in other trees in the area. There's more.
Glass up front. I'm gonna go right behind them, Freya right next to me.
Aster's ape, they really look like ape men. The missing links, many appearing from their hiding spots. They have, which they're retrieving who knows what from.
I yell at them in Sylvan, attack us. I ready my glaive and I take up a defensive posture behind the glass.
Manu?
Are there close by as these creatures?
No, they're spread out.
Is there one that perhaps looks eminent to the attack?
Several are drawing from their satchel. One is responding to Aster's words. It looks like he's got something in his hand he's getting ready to throw. It's about 15 feet north of you and then 30 feet up.
I say, Aster,
I see that one.
cover your eyes. You do not want to see this.
I cover my eyes quickly. I do not want to see it.
And then I point at the creature.
You see it slowly slink down, hugs onto the tree as it sits on a branch. Its hand falls to its side. Something falls out and splatters on the ground. It looks like feces.
Shit clinging monkeys, huh?
That have sacks of poop.
More danger of fecal matter than anything.
Another one does manage to fling a handful of poop. It splatters on Glass's shield. Duck down behind it to take cover.
I'm gonna do a power attack on the tree that the monkey's on and see if I can knock it out of the tree.
You thud your hammer into the tree. It does shake. The creature grabs on. He's only able to hang on to the tree. Niso, hold defense. Okay, staying put.
I say we just backpedal down the trail until these things stop following us.
I have one more idea.
Ben.
I'll look at Niso and take a page out of his book, Full Defense.
Aster?
Retreat.
So I'll stand right behind the glass and then I'll take the defensive posture in case any of them decide to actually attack us and not just throw some shit.
Manu?
We're getting out of here, right? There's no reason to fight with these guys.
We're going that way to get out of dodge.
Manu retreat. Rocks start raining in. They clang against Glass's shield with thuds. Several hit the shield. One just wings by Aster's head, ducks out of the way. They're shouting, screeching, calling out to you guys. Pursuing, they swing on the vines and continue to throw. Continue backing up. They continue following.
Have I spotted alpha male amongst them?
Roll a spot check. Actually take 2 points from a rock that just barely makes it over your shield. Hits you in the shoulder. You don't see a alpha male.
I'll summon the beam-bound nature's ally and as close to the closest one to me as possible.
A couple more rocks come hurtling down, thunk against tree trunks. You conjure up your green monkey.
Catching up with the rest.
It gets noisier and noisier as they swarm this summoned monkey. But they do get distracted by it, and you guys slip back the way you had come.
Alright. I say we go north a bit and then try back to the northeast. But they might actually own this whole area.
I'm hoping that plant monkey weirded them out enough that they'll leave us alone for now.
Get it down around this lagoon by the evening time. It is getting to be dark.
Yeah, and I guess that's as good a place to set up camp as any.
You get a decent view of the coast. Looks like the edge of the island is up ahead, but that will have to be for tomorrow. Evening comes and day follows. No sign of the ape men. Can start your days again. Set off.
We'll start heading due west. So we'll just start cutting into the jungle. And once the sun gets to be midday, we'll start heading northwest.
Okay, this is day 4. You're going to cut straight across. You can see up the coast. And it's Freya and Aster in the beginning, right? In the lead.
Yeah.
Aster, make a spot check. Freya as well. Freya walks into a giant spider web. The whole thing shakes.
I immediately whip out my glaive and got the spider web around her.
You make spot checks. Nat, Aniso, Glass, and Emmanuel notice spiders dropping down from above. A couple by Aster and Freya in particular, one beyond them. Nat, you see one off to the left. Everyone roll initiative. Glass. You see them descending, one right by you and Aster. That is a miss. Take a swing. The thing spins around. It's planted a couple of its legs and twisted its body out of your reach. Aster, you did just barely see one coming down behind you. You're slicing with the glaive. You work at Freya, but one is attacking you from behind.
Since I can't really use the glaive in this environment, drop the glaive and switch to the spear. Just turn around and take a stab with the spear before the spider behind me gets an attack off.
That hits.
Damage.
You turn around and jab the spear into the spider and just wasn't able to make contact. Freya is frantic, trying to pull away. She managed to flail enough that the spider wasn't able to make contact. But Nat, you did get hit.
Fortitude.
You take 1 point of damage. You feel some kind of poison, but you clench and fight through it and keep going.
I will drop my sword and prepare myself.
You hear some strange shouts coming from Manu from the back of the
I'm
fence.
just gonna start my song. I don't know what the threat is, but obviously there's some kind of threat.
Aniso, there's one just to the south attacking Nat. The others are further up in front of you.
We'll attempt to attack the one attacking.
Yeah, it does not hit. You get tangled in some foliage next to you. Nat, you have a spider that's crawling its way closer to you. That misses. You also get tangled up in the foliage. Glass. Aster turned and put a spear into one, but he's got spiders all around him. He could really use some help.
I'm just gonna take a swing.
That hits. You can roll damage.
You're inspired by my song. 13 damage.
You blast it forward. It snaps from the thread it was on and falls to the ground. It curls its legs up underneath it. Aster, you still have one in front of you. One is closing in on Freya. Freya is trying to break from the webbing that she's caught in. You can roll a escape artist or a strength check for her.
Freya will do a strength check to see if she can get out on her own. I stab the one that's about to go for Freya. Give her a bit more time to react.
Woo!
Nice.
Ooh, roll a crit. The song, it resonates with the spear, and that makes the spear point wiggle in the wound.
Venom turns everyone's weapons into vibro weapons.
Vibro weapons.
And you jab it through. Aster, your spear just blasts through this thing's carapace and into its innards. You tear the spear out, and it's got goop that comes out with it. The thing collapses to the ground. Nat, one by you, positions you within its legs, and then from its rear, it shoots a web that splatters all over you. You feel your arms stuck to your sides, your legs stuck to the small trees in the area. You have been entangled. The last spider turns towards Aster.
Okay. 21, I have AC 14, so that hits.
Roll a fortitude save. Aster, you take 1 point of damage and fight off a poison that tries to inject in you. Manny,
I'm gonna cut Nat free.
you get up there and take slices through the webbing, make easy work of it. Fen, you do finally realize what's going on just as you see this spider retreating from the area.
Playing bug go, spiders.
Fen, you need to move back.
Okay, then we'll move back.
Oh, I need to take this swing. So it hits. The spider started backing away. You chop it down before it's able to get very far. Your axe hits hard. The sonic damage blasts back the exoskeleton. It collapses to the ground.
Yeah, let's go back to the beach, guys. I'm kind of tired of this jungle. Spiders is where I draw the line. I might be nature's protector and all of that, but
Really? Spider?
yeah, spiders. No,
I'll
go
make sure
people,
to add that to a ballad.
go people, gorilla people. I really don't give a hoot, but spiders, no, that's too much.
I mean, fair enough. Just know that since you told me that, I'm going to bug you about it later. Gives him a wink.
So you guys want to backtrack?
No, I would just go straight
Fine.
north.
It's a waste to backtrack. It would be. I think they want to follow the coastline.
Straight north?
It would be nice if we could find a cave or something.
Seems like the further we go west, the more tenacious the monster.
It's always in the jungles that we meet them. So
I was actually thinking it might be a good idea for us to travel along the coast.
You get to about here on the fourth day. This side is more cliff. It's tough going. You make a lot of progress on the beach, but then it's slower on the fourth day. You do see another village of huts. down here, a larger one. It's
I
really
know,
rough terrain
but-
here where you are.
But it also means nothing should be coming out here to mess with us when we camp tonight.
Oh, but as we've already seen, there appears to be many a creature that has adapted to such a difficult environment.
But as rough as this jungle is, we just stop and we just park where we're at. Don't fuck around in the jungle.
This is really inspiring me for a song. Talk about the dangers of a jungle. Ben's going to start writing some of his musical musings.
How about welcome to the jungle? We got fun games. We got
Yeah, no, I
everything.
was thinking that.
I need to
Yeah.
know the names.
I was thinking of that.
So you're gonna camp here, continue in the morning, your trek around the island.
Correct.
It looks like you will encounter that village on that route. If you continue in the morning,
Going around the village or through?
We might as well wander on over and see what the hell they're about and go from there.
nothing bothers you in the night. You take your watches, the night passes. In fact, no footsteps over here this night. Just the wind howling, waves crashing below. The morning is still overcast, but the rain has stopped. Once the light is high enough, once the sky is bright enough, you get a good look at what's over in that village. It looks like a mix, some goat-shaped creatures, some deer creatures, several of the monkey men, some kind of winged creature. All of them humanoid, all of them varying in color and size.
The last time Ashtor screamed at them, they definitely seemed to take note. Maybe not be so hostile and see if we can break bread with these guys. They are probably aware that we're on the island at this point. I'm sure word is spread. But you'll probably have to be our diplomat with the animal people. Are you willing to take a stab at that?
What do you want me to tell them? Because last time they weren't really all that pleasantly responsive. I was yelling, attack us and we'll kill you. And they still attacked us.
That was the wrong thing to say to them. You should have been like, hey, we don't want to fight you. We're just passing through. Can you talk to us?
Okay, we'll give it a shot.
Yeah, we do need to see if we can actually talk to these assholes and go from there. Because if we're going to have to be on hostile terms with these people, that's going to change our world here a lot. We're going to have to literally start going through and systematically exterminating them, and that's going to be a lot of work.
Yeah.
A little extreme, I think.
Yeah, it sounds like work. I'm too lazy for that.
It takes most of the morning to get down to this lagoon down here.
Is that a actual river? That's just a shallow spur that's not giving us any water. Say we can start making our way across to the village.
I guess we'll get ready to see if we can have a chat with the village people.
Young man.
I knew that was coming.
When you get closer, how are you going to approach it this time?
Walk into that place like we own it.
No, we would stop on the outskirts and see if they run away. Worst case scenario is we'll just go around the village, which in and of itself sends a pretty clear message. We're not trying to hurt.
Or we can just, if negotiations fail, raid the village.
I'd rather not do that because they don't have to be at war with each village on this island and kill all these people one village at a time. It's a lot of work.
For this village, it was a possibility we could set up one tribe against the other and have them kill each other and leave us alone. But looks like they're already all working together.
Time to see how smart these people are.
This is a larger village than the previous one. It looks like there are tens of creatures here going about various chores for the day. Several of them are fishing off the cliff. Alarm goes up when they see you. Several of them flee. Many run and get crude weapons, clubs, sharpened sticks.
Okay, backpedal a little bit.
I start yelling, can you understand me, in Sylvian?
Don't yell. Speak in a Conrad tone.
No responses come back in Sylvan.
Then I try
Druidic.
Druidic.
Druidic? Yeah, they don't speak that either.
Time to take up defensive posture. I quickly grab the goat skins and I throw those on the ground for us.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, do you want to kill all of them, or do you want to scare them?
You're pretty much forcing a combat.
If you can figure out a way to stop this charge, be my guest.
They are pursuing, moving a little faster, shouting, guttural noises, sparks, and hoots.
Okay, we should get into our battle formation. Glass, we're going to need you on point. Me, Freya, and Aster will be making a T behind you. The rest of you guys stay behind us. Aster, throw down the frickin' glove.
And you don't know how to speak with animals, my friend?
Sure, I'll cast it.
Try not to be hostile.
Roll a caster level check.
Oh, no.
It does not activate. They are continuing to come closer, moving quite fast.
Keep backing off.
They are closing in on you. Some are moving faster than others. Some are hanging back and moving at a slower rate.
How far are the closest ones?
We're at about 100 feet right now.
What's the plan here? What is the plan? My fingers are getting twitchy.
Ask to try again. Caster level check.
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
Really?
Wow.
The only way I see us getting out of this, if we don't want to fight, is to jump off the cliff.
That's suicidal.
Oh, is it?
Especially for you with your shield and your up.
Every moment you backtrack, they gain on you. 75 feet away.
If after this attempt, if Aster does not succeed, I will start playing menus. But I believe in him. He's got this.
The winged creatures get a little bit out in front of the others. They hop from tree to tree and then glide. They are 50 feet away.
Guess I'll try one more time if I can say anything without completely stumbling over my words. Woof, woof, woof. Yes, I got it.
He's heard a bit of communication in their shouts, but most of their shouts are just hoots.
Yell as hard as I can. Stop.
Some of the deer creatures actually do stop, but not many of the other creatures do.
Stop or we'll kill you just like the goat man who attacked us.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know. He's like the worst person for diplomacy.
Yeah, but give me some fucking inspiration here, guys.
I think we're gonna be TPK right here.
Shall we run?
I don't think we could outrun them in this environment.
Especially not the flying ones.
Damn.
Those flyers would be a problem.
You got them barreling down on you. You've lost the formation after backtracking.
The first one's coming up with flyers. Can't really do anything against them. I don't have nothing. I'll hold action.
The flyers break away off to the flanks. The rest are barreling down. The bigger guys are moving slower.
Summon a wolf. Summon an ashbound green wolf. In front of me, to the right of Glass.
The wolf will appear beginning of your next turn. Freya.
I'm just having her hold here, keep the group close together.
Nat.
Cast one of my Shield of Faith. Give Aster a +2 to his AC. For the next minute,
Fen.
I'll start playing on my masterwork of mandolin.
Anissa.
Yeah.
Manu.
Vance.
You.
And fire a sling bullet is this closest flying piece of garbage. No such thing.
Yes. Glass. Guys within striking distance now.
Oh, God.
That's definitely a miss.
Yep.
You have trouble getting your shield set up in front of you, getting your hammer around it. You plant the shield, but then you trip over it and just bump into the guy in front of you harmlessly.
We're doing so bad to begin with, I just think we're being peaceful.
You get AO for your reach.
Oh wow.
One right after the other.
You collide with this creature. The glaive drops to the ground. He does miss though, and Glass. Two of them pound on your shield and miss. Others are coming down the funnel to close in on you. The gliders swoop in, attack on Glass, on Nat. They got two coming in from the north on Aster and Manu. Manu, that doesn't hit, right? Aster and Glass and Nat can each get an AO on the gliders.
Step behind Glass and I do a normal glaive attack on the one in front of me.
That's not gonna. Glass, the one you smacked, crashed into a tree and landed on the ground with a thud.
That wolf I just summoned, I'll have it cast Wall of Thorns and I would have one on the north and the south of Glass. Also, two squares with thorny bushes. Freya can move to my side and then attack the cat thingamabidoo hickey. Handle animal?
Wolf's not making much progress. Nat.
so I'm going to cast my second Shield of Faith on myself this time and give me a +2 to my armor class.
Okay, roll a caster level check. Then
I'll keep on playing my song. Please don't mind me as I slowly walk away.
Anissa falls back to protect Fen. Manu, you find yourself a little bit
I've
alone.
often found myself alone. The blast of color washes over all three attacking creatures. DC 14 will save.
Who got smacked?
2 got smacked.
The first 2 they're unable to see. This other one doesn't look affected. Glass.
I'm just gonna do a regular attack.
Glass. There's thorns top left and right of you. There's wolves behind you. Nowhere to go but forward. So you get your hammer around the shield. Take a swipe.
Yeah.
He stays on his feet. He does look quite distraught.
What's Aster hearing with all this conflict?
They're just yelling, there, here, get him, attack, fight. One, he's like, fuck it, he takes off. Glass, you could try to swipe at him as he tries to run away. They are crossing again. They're not actually going for Glass, but he can get a swipe on him. They're going for Aster and Nat.
I'll do the air guy.
1 on Aster, 2 on Nat.
First one
23
hits.
hits.
Mine misses.
Nat and Aster can also get your AOs. So that is 6 and 7.
Did he manage to kill the flying creature with 13 damage?
He did, yep.
So you get to cleave.
Is my 12 enough to hit that bat that was attacking me?
Nope.
My turn to take a swing. Hoping that'll hit.
Yep.
Whacking it square in the face with a sonic staff. So that's 16 damage. He did not like that.
He's smacked him out of the air with a satisfying crack of your quarterstaff. The other one swoops by and lands on the northern side. Manu, you're chased by this goat. He sees Fen and Aniso guarding Fen. It stops there and taunts a bit. These other 2, the blind ones, they're just staggering around. The big boys are coming down. The Ashbound thing, does 18 hit it?
No, it's got an AC of 20.
Freya hit for 1 point. Javelin on Glass.
I have a feeling you guys in the back are about to get a wall up also.
There's just people around you guys, unless you do something about it.
What are you talking about? I've killed like 3 people.
26 hits, Glass, 6 points. You take a hefty fist from this goat guy. He's large and packs a punch. You see he's got quite some strength to him. The other ones are filtering back to the back line, some of them getting through, but not yet reaching Aster in the middle of the pack.
Is the guy in front of Glass still alive?
Yep.
I'll have the wolves attack those cat things, both up and down. I'll roll for Freya.
Doesn't hit.
For the other wolf,
So that's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
damage should be 10.
Free trip attempt, because it's a wolf.
Does
Right,
not
so-
go down.
And then I'll take a stab at the big guy.
That'll hit.
10 damage, and then 3d6.
3d6.
Yep.
And another 14.
You slash forward with the glaive, slice through his chest. His chest comes open. He's trying to hold it closed. He staggers backwards a little bit. He doesn't go down right away, but he is severely injured.
An optimal target for cleaving.
Yes.
We can't
Ninja.
people moving past our back line that freely. I'm gonna hit this guy here. Draw these guys back to us.
It is a miss. He did hear you last moment. He looked like he was about to headbutt Aniso, but he did turn to face you. Unfortunately, you did miss. Fen.
I
what do you
don't
do?
believe in violence.
Just performing.
Yep, just performing. Still have my move, but I'd like to be here.
I'm ready
Lisa?
to advance in the reverse direction. Rushes forward in a charge, mimicking the battle cry he has been hearing.
The humanoid.
Okay.
You're barking and bawing. Ooh.
This thing has its head lowered towards Anissa as it's contemplating skewering somebody with its horns. Anissa, you swing the hand axe down. It chops into one of the horns and then bounces off of his skull. It's sliced and scraped, hitting him square in the head. But he doesn't go down. Manu,
Ah, nice.
a sense motive check.
Nope. So he's flat-footed.
3d6. Spear. Great. That's too bad.
He was caught off guard, but yeah, didn't get it past his thick hide. Glass. Still in the middle of the fray here. Doesn't hit. You see his chest starts to close up. The wound starts to seal itself. The same with the other ones. Their wounds begin to close. His back glider creature is not coming back. He's fleeing the scene. This one's on Nat.
It's a miss.
This one's closing in on Manu. This is on the summoned wolf.
That actually hit.
That definitely confirmed. Will it do enough damage to get through damage reduction? No, no, it didn't. It didn't break through. DR.
This one on Glass.
I got an AC of 21.
This one is on Freya.
Freya has 14, so 21 hits.
Glass, you take 8 points.
Oh yeah, you're down probably.
Yep, I'm dead.
Not dead. You're on the floor bleeding out.
Freya takes 1 point. Manu, you take 5, and Aster, it's your turn.
I remember that I can actually rage. So let's turn that button on. And I'll rage attack the big guy again.
Okay.
So what is it, 4 strength?
Yes.
Yeah, 4.
Constitution?
4 strength, 4 con, which can be dangerous.
And AC?
-2.
So you're back to 14.
Rage is a risk.
It doesn't hit.
Yeah, you can't cast spells also when you rage.
Then yeah, the green bound wolf, that one disappears. Prey attacks. I don't think I have to do an animal handle for that one.
No.
again.
Oh yeah, you got the hit.
Let's roll for damage.
He goes down. Cat creature gets bit at the ankles and falls to the ground.
Try and heal him, but I don't know if we're gonna survive long enough to even get to that. So I'm just gonna swing at this dude for the time being. And miss. End of turn.
Finn, any bright ideas?
Yeah. So Ben can clearly tell the way things are going. And instead of bravely running away, he's gonna bravely try and stab a guy. Ben will move up and around here and stab at the guy with his long spear. He'll stop playing. So we got a minute timer on the buff. See if this works.
You jab at him, that's enough to take him down.
Ben's gonna tell Imanu to threaten the guy that fell.
Anissa, what are you gonna do?
That looks like it might hit.
That does. He goes down. Another mighty swipe with your hand axe. This time his bones didn't hold up. Axe entered into his skull. Manu, where are you gonna
Take
go?
him out and stab.
I think you might have hit him anyway.
You did hit him.
Did he lose his dex bonus?
Yes. Can roll damage for him.
They tried to attack soft back ranks, and they weren't quite so soft.
15 till
He is still up, although he is bloodied quite a bit. This guy comes up. He grabs this smaller goat creature and just breaks him in two, tosses him aside, and lets out a roar.
Neat.
These guys are still fumbling around. Cat guy comes up.
So roll an attack of opportunity.
Yes.
That definitely hit. Sonic damage, 20 damage, he's probably toast.
This one was coming through to try to get to Nat, but Aster swung around and chopped him down before he could get there. Cat creature does take a swipe at Aster. Yep, for 2 points.
This guy's probably gonna try to get up. Proc an attack of opportunity from both.
Yeah, you can roll an AO as he gets up.
Oh, for mobile Freya. That hits.
Yep, Freya takes that thing down. However, Freya does take 4 points of damage. This guy brings his axe down on her.
Motherfucker.
Guy gets in position and hurls a javelin towards Fen.
Yeah, that confirms.
You take 2 whole points from their crude javelin. Javelin shatters against Freya's height. This guy grabs Glass, starts backing up with him. One more for Aster, but he misses. Glass rolled a d10. She did lose 1 more hit point over the course of that last round.
What will it take for me to switch over to my spear? My movement action?
Yep.
Well, let's first have Freya attack this guy south of the little bush.
Okay.
Do I need to roll a handle?
Yep.
She just wants to get out of there, back away a bit after getting hit. Doesn't immediately listen to you.
Yeah, I'll just claim attack that guy then myself. And that's also enough.
Nat, there's a big guy approaching from the north. You see the other one dragging Glass's limp body away to the west.
Yep, I'm gonna move here and try and kill something. Oh, I actually do hit. Let's see if I crit. Did not. 13 damage.
That takes him down. Again, the loud crack as your weapon makes contact. Fen,
Okay, I will do a double move, and I avoid all attacks of opportunity.
Nisa, large boar creature, half boar, half man, but the size of a very large man, barreling down on you. Where do you want to tumble to? The tumble check is successful, so you can get away without getting hit.
Threatening me at this range? I can just.
Any
run
closer,
away.
and you would be.
We need to get to glass.
Is there no way to flank with these?
Don't know what it is.
Speed for sure.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah, we
deer
saved them.
person?
Yep.
I feel like I can see a deer person.
Well, I don't know about you, but it's not dear to me to kill it.
From the javelin, 1 point.
Oh, thank gosh. Okay. I'm back to when I started.
Manu,
No, it's a deer.
that's a miss. 1 javelin. Niso, 1 swipe from the goat man. Another javelin guy is gonna back up because Manu's making him feel anxious. And then he's gonna throw a javelin at Manu. That hits.
We.
So you take 3 points. He gets all tangled up, torn up. 3 points.
Yeah, you guys need to move.
Oh, but wait. Doesn't when this guy moves to there, doesn't he get an attack of opportunity?
Aster, if you got one.
Yeah. I got a dish to spare out.
That hits. You bring a glaive around and slice through him. It hits again with a pop. He does not go down, although you did put a gouge into him. He takes a swipe with his meaty fist at Nat. Take 5 points. Nat, Aster, your turn.
First, I see if I can get Freya to attack the big guy.
Nice. Let's see that strength check. If it gets knocked prone, you're doing really good.
Strength check. 7 damage. I'll take that much from Freya.
Okay. She takes a bite, tears into his calf.
Then
That'd
I'll
be
give
heavy.
him a big stabby.
Yep, that hits.
See? Great.
Heals
Lots
over.
of it. Can you
Lands
give,
with a thud.
can you give
Is,
Freya a bit of a heal?
You want? Okay, so I was gonna ask you, Ashtor. I was gonna say, looking at Ashtor, does he look messed up and injured? But if he's not, then I will throw heals on frickin' Freya.
I need at least 3 HP.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
I
to
would
Trigger does not frickin' trigger on him. Then
Nope.
I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Start making my way to glass. Tried to heal her, but it didn't work. Hopefully by the time I get over here to glass, it'll be refreshed enough for me to try again.
I charge that guy. My AC is even lower.
And just out of here backstabbing everybody with his spear.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it does on this guy. Yep.
Woo! Ooh! I think he's dead.
Yeah, then you have to do the vibro damage.
That's with the vibro damage.
Oh.
He goes down.
Fenn's going on a killing spree right now. He's gonna have some self-contemplation after this.
Nisa, what are you gonna do? Going after him? Oh, 7's a miss.
Uh,
And move. Manu.
I will step forward. Bad roll. I might fail.
He still might fail though.
Oh, good hit too.
He failed.
You got a 20 to hit it.
Yep, that hits.
Everyone's
And these two are gonna be unstunned and unblinded and see the corpses of all of their allies.
I can see again.
Oh, Jesus. How did you get this? Honestly, if they were blind for just a little bit longer, I'd be like, hey guys, let's just leave real quick so when they finally see again, it's like, what the fuck? We started to fight them, and then we got blinded, and then what happened? When we could see again, they were gone and everyone was dead. Huh. Let's not pick a fight with those guys in the future. Yeah, that was fucked up.
They do come to, and they do immediately realize that things are not going well for their side.
But they're still stunned for
They split
one
up.
round.
Oh. So now they can see the horrific.
And they're frozen in pure horror.
We got the wolf on them and then go kill one of them. Go stabby McStab.
This deer guy is taking off. One goat guy doesn't yet realize everyone else is taking off. He takes a swipe at Niso and misses. Glass D10. Yeah, so -5.
I'll take another swipe at the goat man.
A little sick fray on these guys up here before they start to skedaddle. I'd be helping you kill them, but again, I'm getting over here to freaking glass. Chop chop.
Yeah, let him run. We need survivors to tell the tales of the genocide we've accomplished. Yet again.
Nat, you're running forward.
I did a double movement to get to him. I'm in position to heal next round.
Fen,
I'm gonna take a sigh of relief. Lean on his spear and he'll be like, I can't believe I did that.
Looks at his spear, sees the blood dripping off a spear, throws it away from him.
I think you could run over here and just stab one of them so they get a good freaking message.
Oh jeez, no, thank you. How violent. How unchivalrous. They're just standing there.
Looking in pure horror at their chopped off Confederates.
Manu.
I will attack. It's a great job.
So
I think that's gonna confirm.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna murder that one.
that will confirm.
Alright, and then crit damage. Oh, but it's a long spear, so it's 3 times. Let me roll that one more time.
He's destroyed.
Dude's unstunning to his best friend, exploding next to him as he just gets killed.
32 points.
yeah, like the other one is just getting out of the shock of it, and then he watches his friend get raked onto a spear next to him.
He does.
Man, it exploded that deer all over him. He's like, ugh!
It does freak out and just kind of panic runs. And Niso, you could get an AO.
I'll let that one go. He needs to warn the others.
Hey, the spear guy's still on the screen. He can see all the murder.
Oh, that's true.
He is also running.
What happened? I ran away. What happened to everybody else? I think they're dead.
Yes.
I tried to stab him with a weapon, but he's like, man, he exploded that dude.
Both Aniso and the guy are in shock. You gonna let him go? So he does disappear into the woods towards the coastline. You can see that there is still movement back at the village, but it looks like they're panicked, grabbing stuff and fleeing.
I'm gonna try and throw vigor on frickin' glass here, and then my next action will be whoever's injured, come to me.
I will stand in this line.
Well, that would be me. I have a couple of scrapes and bumps, but I'm alright.
Alright, I burned up both of my shields of faith, so I got nothing but vigors and cure light. I got 4, I have 3 vigors
here.
left. So who needs heal? Get over here quick, let's get everyone back on their feet. Okay, since he's standing and he's still almost dead, I'll throw a... God damn it! There we go. My third vigor goes on to frickin' glass. He's at full health. Since they are fleeing the village, so we go to the peak of the village and see about grabbing... Oh, right. Aniso, do you need health? How's my health?
I can heal the full with the healing him.
Yeah, I'll be relying on your healing him tonight to get myself back up for the same reason. I'm saving my heals for these guys over here. But okay, shall we go check out that village, see what's there, and then continue on our mission?
Yeah, and let's also check these bodies to see if they have anything useful on.
I'm sorry, but we should definitely eat pork.
Yeah, it is
These are
man
humanoid
pork.
creatures. That's cannibalism.
Yeah, but is it long pork? That's the question.
It's an orc. It's a fucking orc. Eat it.
I'll always go check out their village and take the food we need from there without having to do a lot of work.
Does the orc have big tusks on it?
The boar thing does
Yeah.
have tusks. Yeah.
Would they make good weapons or temporary weapons?
It could be carved into something nice. There's horns on a lot of these things that could be used for carving. They don't have a lot of stuff, but they do have a few crude weapons.